If you want to hear and see more content like this, make sure you subscribe and follow. You're listening to the Jiu Jitsu Lou podcast, and I'm Lou Temlett. I know you're having a good day because either you've been on the mats, considering getting on the mats, or maybe you're wanting to be a world champion. I'm so happy you're here listening or watching this episode. Please don't tap out before the end. When you want to feel younger, start training Jiu Jitsu. I'd like to welcome Julie Catchpole, Jiu Jitsu Nanny, to my podcast. Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing really well. Now, we're recording on a Saturday night. Our lives have changed since kind of earlier days in society because we are training Jiu Jitsu and we're not out partying on a Saturday night, but we do want to feel younger.
Exactly. Which is the way forward, isn't it, doing jiu-jitsu?
It is. So when you started jiu-jitsu, Julie, you've had a passion and a kind of competitive edge to be or think you could be and put into practice a world champion. Talk to me about some of your competitive nature prior to jiu-jitsu that got you to this place.
So at school, I did gymnastics and I competed in gymnastics. So, I mean, I've always had that competitive streak, but that's with anything. A game of cards, game of Monopoly, game of Scrabble, I have to win. I'm really, really competitive. I don't do anything for the love of playing. I do it.
Okay, I like
that.
Win. So, you mentioned Monopoly. Now it's coming up to the kind of Christmas season. Some of us may well be playing board games with our families. If not, we play them regularly. But what's your strategy with Monopoly, Julie?
To buy all the properties, put big hotels on them all, and then scam everyone out of money on the way round.
Love it. And now, which properties do you go for first? Do you have a strategy?
Yeah, Mayfair and Park Lane.
Okay, good. You're going straight in at the top. I love it. Yeah. See, I go straight in at the top, and then I also get the is it Old Kent Road? No, what? Yes, Old Kent Road, and what the other brown one?
Oh yeah, Whitechapel.
Yeah, I do those two, and I do Mayfair.
This isn't cool that I know all the names, is it?
It's very cool. Look, all the people listening and watching already know. I don't know whether there's a jiu-jitsu version of Monopoly. Let us know.
Should be. If there's not, there should be one.
I know. I know a few games, board games designers, so I might have to find out.
There you go.
So the competitive edge, going straight in at the top, Julie. And I also want to congratulate you because you're not necessarily so fresh back from Masters Worlds in August, but you got your purple belt on the podium.
I know. That was so unexpected. It's quite frightening, really, actually, when you go up a belt. There's real mixed feelings because you have the feeling of I've really achieved something, but you also have the feeling of I need to show that I can do stuff. But I didn't see that coming at all.
Nice.
I didn't.
So, was that the first time at Masters Worlds or World Masters? I don't know which way around it's called. Remind me.
Masters World. Well, yeah, Masters World, whatever. We'll say Masters World, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I did it last year. So, and I got there. Oh, they made such a pig's ear of it last year, IBJJF, because when I was in the warm-up thing, and then you get called into the bullpen, you get weighed and everything, and I was bang on weight. So we'd got there early in the morning, and my fight wasn't until 4 p.m. our time. Their time, sorry. And I couldn't eat or drink really anything because I was so close to my weight.
Yeah.
So I made sure I didn't do that this year. But then when they walked me down to my mat, I said to the official, "That's not my opponent," because they don't change, do they? Your opponent's your opponent. And I knew that wasn't my opponent, and they wouldn't have it. And in the end, he said to me, "You either have to fight or you go down as a no-show."
Oh my
So
gosh.
I fought this woman, and I submitted her in 37 seconds. But in her defence, I was actually a Master 6 last year.
Yeah.
This was Master 7.
Oh gosh.
So, but the whole point is you then come off the mat, then they apologised and said they'd made a mistake. I've got my coach, Jez, looking at the name confused because obviously my name wasn't up on the board while we were fighting.
Oh gosh.
So they made a real mess of it, but they compensated quite well. So
Good.
I'm
Good.
happy.
We won't ask what you got.
Well, I don't pay for my fights.
Good. I'm pleased.
They're
And you
quite
came away with the
pricey,
medal.
aren't they? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
quite pricey, aren't they? So, yeah, but I was more annoyed because I mean, for her as well, because she only had one fight. So she had to come from that fight and then go into another one.
Yeah.
I then had to go into my proper fight after that. So instead of having 2 fights, I had 3. And I messed up on the last fight. I gassed out and messed up.
Well, you got there, you did what you needed to do, and you've walked away and you've gone back another year, and it sounds like you're going to be returning to Vegas every year.
Well, next year so I got the silver the first year, the gold the second year.
Yeah.
The next year is the double gold.
Okay. I love it. Going straight in at the top again. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me about your other kind of competitive and competition experience, because I'm assuming World Masters isn't the only competition you do in a year.
It is actually, really, because I did, this January, I did the European Championships in Lisbon.
Yeah.
But I had to go up a weight because there was nobody in my category.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that again. You start off on the back foot.
Yeah.
And you have somebody, she was powerful as well. So I got the silver in that, or a default medal in that. Prior to that, I did the London Open when I was, 58. So it's 3 years ago I did the London Open.
Yeah.
But I went up against a Master 3.
Oh.
The gaps are too big.
Yes.
The gaps are, I mean, to be honest, they're quite respectful, they're not.
Yeah.
They don't tear into you. I don't think I'd risk the adult division.
No, I'm Masters 4, and I've gone down to Masters 1. That's about my limit. But I think we really do notice it, not necessarily in our 30s, but in our 40s, 50s, and 60s. It then becomes a different gameplay. Because we
huge difference.
Absolutely want to be, we've had our children, some of us may have had our grandchildren, and actually we just want to, obviously not by birth because we're grandparents. I'm not, but you might be. It's then
times 9.
Oh my goodness. And it's then a case of wanting to be on the mats longer, that there isn't a mindset for us that is a pause.
No.
We're not going to stop and have children or recover from a C-section for 6 months. We're not going to deal with all of the kind of life growth things that you have to in your 20s and 30s. It becomes a very different scenario and a different mindset that maybe the adult competitors haven't quite appreciated yet, but maybe they will in years to come. But it's very different. So your competitive mindset and spirit, you're at World Masters next year, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in 2027 in Vegas. That would be fantastic. But when was your very first competition, Julie? And when did you start training jiu-jitsu?
Right, I started training jiu-jitsu. I have to go back on years now. In June 21.
Yep.
My first competition was in July 22, which was the London Open.
Yeah.
And then I did the Brighton Open in November 22. So again, that was Master 4. Yeah. And it doesn't sound much there's just a difference. Having said that, I found it difficult. Now I would go down to a Master 4.
Yeah.
I'd rather not, but I wouldn't be put off, put it that way. I wouldn't be put off. You know, a lot of the girls that I train with and spar with, they're Masters 1, 2 and 3.
Yes.
You know, I know we don't tear into each other, but we start off with a gentle roll that ends up with us like locked up and sweating and no one will let go.
Love it. Love it.
It does go like that.
Well, you know, we have to, you know, we start off as friends and we're still friends at the end, but in between there's a fighty bit, and that's okay. I'm still trying to find my fire and fight, but I'd love some advice from you, Julie, because I've got a couple of upcoming competitions, and I don't see people or kind of competitors in a way that I want to tear into them at all. I'm just focusing on my game and the technique. I'm not necessarily being maybe as aggressive and kind of convinced in my ability as I should be at this stage.
Okay. I think you have to have an element of aggression. But it's weird because I had a bit of a meltdown before I went on the mats on the last competition on my Division 1 in the Worlds.
Yeah.
And just thought, I don't know what happened really. I'm not really a nervy person. I don't normally suffer with nerves with something like that. But I don't know what hit me before I went on the mats. One of the purple belt guys from our club basically told me to shut up and get on the mat. So, but I stood there and I hadn't seen her. She wasn't anywhere on social media.
Yeah.
So I couldn't look up. I had no idea what her game was.
Yeah.
And that was quite strange. I think that's why I had this thing, because normally you can watch someone's game. Everyone knows what my game is. I pull guard.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what her game was. Couldn't find her on social media. I'm open pages, aren't I? So anyone can look at mine.
Yeah.
But I remember stepping on the mat and thinking, I'm having the gold.
Yep.
You know, and I think with that mindset, I wasn't accepting anything. I was having the gold. You know, and I think when you have that kind of mindset, whatever it took, and I was fortunate. I mean, she was quick, and she was like fish. She was like flapping around. Thought, oh my God, she was strong. But she went to pull guard first. I pull guard quick.
Yeah.
But she went quicker than I did. But I've been defending a guard pull. And it worked a treat, so I ended up in mount.
Nice. Okay, so you're going to have to give me some of these tips now, Julie.
Yeah.
How do you defend the guard pull? Tell me.
As soon as that foot goes on your hip,
yep,
is to thrust your hips and slight turn, so it bends their leg in. Because then when that leg goes down, you go into mount.
Nice. Okay, I'm taking that one for my next competition that is very soon.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Do you know what? I drilled that with. I've got a couple of ladies that I drill with all the time, May and Sabina. Love them to pieces. But we literally drilled that so often, and because I never really looked at it, because I pull guard quick.
Yeah.
I never really looked at it that I would be pulled into someone's guard.
Yeah.
But literally, as her foot, it barely hit my hip.
Yeah.
And I kind of turned if she put her foot on my right hip.
Yeah.
So I turned the right hip in and then bent the knee. It can only push her leg away.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you for that one.
You can try it on me.
I will. I will. Especially if you're a quick guard puller. Goodness me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So before we started recording, I asked you why you started training jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Talk to me about that and at what age you started training, Julie.
Yeah, I was 57 when I started. I'd reached an age, I'd kind of done the gym and done different things you know, when you sort of go into doing, like, trying everything that I tried, I didn't stick to. Everything was an effort.
Yeah.
I'd broken my hip. I broke my hip when I was 50, so I'd had to have playing volleyball, so I had to have a hip replacement. That kind of, you are quite encouraged by the GP and that to take it easy, and you now can't do this and you now can't do that. But I'm not really a good person for listening to that anyway. So my youngest daughter was a blue belt at the time. She trained in Chelmsford, and she said to me to, like, just try the beginner's course, see how you get on. But I loved it. The minute I went there, I loved it.
Nice.
I think that it's one of those things, it doesn't grow on you.
Yeah.
You love it or you hate it.
Yes. Now, do you remember putting on your gi for the very first time and tying your
Yeah, and
belts?
thinking, what the hell makes people wear these uncomfortable things? Took
And
me
now
so
we
long
know.
to learn how to do the belt as well. But yeah,
Okay.
I remember, and because I'm not really that big, like, they were club ones they gave us, and it was like,
Yep.
I felt like I was in a bit of a straight jacket stroke pajamas.
Yep.
You know?
I think we can all relate to that one.
Yeah, yeah. But now I've got every colour, every brand.
Love it, love it. So what colour was your first one that you kind of went out and bought for yourself?
Pink, cerise pink,
Nice.
of course. And I was blonde then, really blonde. So yeah.
Got to be done.
Pink. But I've had a couple of nice ones, like one of Fionn Davis when she bought the peppermint green one.
Oh yes.
Out. Yeah.
Nice. So kind of from those early days, feeling more young at heart than you might have done, not listening necessarily to all of the advice that GPs might give us, because it sounds like you've got an energy and a determination to feel younger, to feel fitter, and just to keep training for longer. But do you remember what some of those first classes were like?
Yeah, terrible. I mean, I trained at a club that really didn't take my age into consideration. I felt I was put in the deep end, and I left that club in the end because I ended up with a fractured sternum.
Gosh.
I was constantly bruised I mean, I bruise easily anyway.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't, when you're doing specific training against, like, young lads and that, they don't go soft.
No. That's one of the things I'm finding as well, Julie, that it's a real balance of safety, keeping yourself kind of protected and training for longer, but not putting yourself in those ultra vulnerable positions that you know that you don't have control of, should there be any forceful action and unknowing.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And I think that, like, a lot of the time when I was going, like, some of the young lads have a bit of an ego thing, you know, they don't want to be beaten by a granny, but I found that I didn't learn that much there because I was constantly defending.
Yeah.
So if you're always defending yourself, you're not actually learning, are you? Really? Because you're just in defence mode all the time. So the club where I'm at now, I mean, the girls, they're so good. Even the guys, all of them are so good there. You can sort of pick someone and say, look, do you mind if I pull guard 50 times on you or do this? And they do it. But
that's
at
really
least,
good.
and also when we do specific training there, they do give a little bit, you know. So you need that because otherwise it's hard. Like I said before, when I was at the other club, I used to kind of make myself go training.
Yeah.
That, you know, for something that's meant to be a hobby, whereas now I can't get enough.
Oh, I love it.
Most days now.
I love it. This episode is sponsored by the Jiu Jitsu Sanctuary. The Jiu Jitsu Sanctuary is a place to truly discover the art of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, master self-defense, build confidence, and embrace the world of grappling, based in Chelmsford, Essex. Jez Lord is founder and head coach under Ben Poppleton with Gordo Jiu Jitsu. He is joined by John Dorr, head strength and conditioning coach, and Jolie Boyle as coach. TJJS is a sanctuary for physical and mental well-being and a wellness centre for recovery and rehabilitation. With a team of experienced instructors and state-of-the-art facilities, they provide an holistic approach to martial arts and wellness. Check out their website over on tjjs.co.uk/free and book your first class today. Also, go and follow at TJJS_UK over on Instagram. This is a Jiu Jitsu Lou podcast with me, Lou Temlett, coming to you from the UK. Keep checking out all the clips as soon as they drop over on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. And as always, keep listening. Today I'm having a conversation with Julie Catchpole, Jiu Jitsu Nanny. So you're training at the Jiu Jitsu Sanctuary with Jolie now, and you've got a great bunch of people that you can train with and are accommodating, but give you enough of a hard time. Talk to me about your training schedule now, if you can't get enough of time on the mats.
Yeah. So when things are not all up in the air and personal things going on in my life, I train from 10:30 till 1 on a Monday. Then on a Tuesday, 10:30 till 1. And then I do an hour with the PT downstairs in the gym. Nice. Then Wednesday, I now do the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. which once I'm out of bed, I'm fine. Getting out of bed, not so easy.
I hear you. And I've got to do the school run. I don't have a choice.
It's just a stupid time to get up in the morning. But you know what? It's the best one. Yeah. Because like 8:30, I'm having a cup of tea and I'm like, all done. Aww. And then Wednesday night, actually, I go to gymnastics as well. And then Thursday, I do the double. So 10:30 till 1. Friday, and I do a PT session for an hour after. And then Friday, I do from 10:30 till 12. Yeah. So it's quite busy.
Good. I love it. And at the weekends?
No, I don't really go in at the weekends. I always plan to, and I plan to do yoga and go to the gym. And I even say to everyone, I'll see you tomorrow, but I never do. Okay. I plan on it, and then I think, no, I'll have the weekend. And sometimes it's good to have the couple of days recovery, and it's family time as well, so it doesn't encroach on what you want to do at home. I think that's
I think that's quite important, that balance of kind of lifestyle time, but equally with kind of family and friends, and that they kind of feel like you're not neglecting them at whatever stage of your life you're at, whether you're kind of a young 20-something or teenager, or whether you're a new parent, or an older parent,
you've got to tie it all in.
Exactly. Now, I just want to kind of gently touch on the things being up in the air at the moment, Julie, and I just want to pay respects to a recent bereavement, and that life is a bit more challenging than it would normally be, and maybe you've not quite been training as much as you normally do.
No, I have been. I lost my dad at the end of October, or a week ago, just over a week ago. Yeah. And it is hard. I'm really flaky at the minute because he was ill. Actually, it's nearly 2 weeks, but because he's he was ill beforehand, so it was inevitable. Yeah. But you think you're prepared, don't you? And you're not. So it's flaky, but the gym are really good. But I mean, I just turn up when I feel like it, and I say, don't be nice to me because I don't want to be emotional. So, take me out on the mats, do what you've got to do. But it's very hard. But you know what? The other side of that, the plus side of jiu-jitsu with this sort of thing, is on the days that I have managed to sort of get in and train, I don't think of it. You can't think of anything else. Yeah. So I think it's really good for that. Really good for that.
Well, I'm really sorry for your loss, Julie, and kind of
Thank
holding
you.
space and supporting. And it sounds like your club local to you is supporting as well.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
big hugs, big hugs.
Thank
And you know, jiu-jitsu is a way of avoiding life. Now,
Yeah.
a number of us use it as a tactic to not deal with certain things or to
Mhm.
avoid things,
Yeah.
and that's okay for a time.
Yeah.
But equally, it's having that balance and
Yeah.
awareness that we know we're using jiu-jitsu as
Yeah.
part of an addictive part of our personalities that
Yeah.
keeps us safe, we feel.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, it
I
definitely
think,
changes your mind. It definitely changes your mindset and how you
yeah,
feel about. I mean, I've never really lacked confidence, not as an adult,
yeah,
but it changes your mindset completely. You know,
yes,
I mean, maybe sort of. I've been out before. I've been out before, and it's been dark, and I'm aware that someone's sort of a little bit behind me, and thought, oh,
yeah.
like that. Whereas now I think of how I'm going to choke.
I think we all do that, Julie. I've been walking down the street and kind of envisaging, you know, a kind of really nice takedown, and I go, kids, do you not imagine taking people down? They go, Mum, you can't do that.
No, I know.
They all train as well, but
Do you
you
do
know,
takedowns?
it's fun. Yes, well, I have to now
Hate
because
takedowns.
my strategy. This has been part of my learning curve that pulling guard is an option, but it leaves you on the bottom. And it's only occurred to me literally this week that to kind of win a game and to have the easiest time is to play from the top. I don't know why I'd not seen it before, but obviously there's so much jiu-jitsu that we see played from the ground, on our backs, that we feel like
Mm.
that's a default position. And my coach kindly shared the fact that it didn't need to be that way. So literally in this week I've gone, right, I'm playing top. I'm
Yeah.
not having any of it. So that's my goal, playing top. And then if they try and pull guard, I'm using your tactic, Julie.
Yeah, I could do it. And film it and send it to me.
I will. I'll have my kids there with the phones and things.
Yeah.
But it's you know, I don't know. I've lost my train of thought now. I get so
Yeah.
excited.
Well, going back to
Things.
positional playing, see, how things have changed in the last year is I like to guard pull, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm a guard puller, but then I like to play on top,
Yeah.
which is a hard position to get to, isn't it, from there?
Yeah.
But you know what? This year I've worked a lot on. We've done with my coach Jez. We've done a lot of like X guard, De La Hiva,
Yeah.
and all those, and the sit up guard. I actually like the bottom.
Yeah.
I really, really like the bottom. Like to
Nice.
actually get yourself into a good position.
Yes. Yes. But in terms of takedowns, I've been doing some wrestling and some takedown techniques, but they're not always successful because you have to
No.
just get your grip, your kind of body lock in the right position. I was testing it out at the competition class last night with my son, and
Yeah.
it's not round his waist. He said, try around my hips. It's a lot. It just has a lot more grip and position to control.
Yeah.
So mindset shifts when you start training jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
and that
definitely.
is also really supportive from a mental health perspective. Share some of your thoughts on that one.
I think I mean, a lot of people that I train with, I talk to a lot of people that suffer with their mental health. I think
Yeah.
the biggest thing that it gives them is it makes them more resilient and confident. And I mean, there's people that I've known that have suffered badly,
Yeah.
and they kind of don't want to be here anymore. So I feel that jiu-jitsu gives you a purpose.
Yeah.
Because for me, however bad, especially over the last few weeks, it's not been a nice thing for my family.
Yeah.
But sometimes I go there because it gets me away from it.
Yeah.
It takes me away from it, because it's just one of those, but you're all there for the same reason. You're all working for the same moves and the same techniques, but it just takes your mind away from like the bad stuff. You know, and I think for men as well, men suffer so bad, and they're only really being recognised now, aren't they, for their mental health?
Yes. Yeah.
But I think, and for women, it's easier for, I don't know if I'm right or wrong saying this, but this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Women will talk to each other if they have a problem. Quite often men don't have that option, do they? And they don't have someone to. So if they can go somewhere like Jiu Jitsu, where they're training with other people of the same mindset, I just think it works for them.
Yes.
I train with a few that suffer bad with mental health, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing people.
I think a lot of things can be resolved on the mats without words. You know, there's so much. I mean, we all know that words is one thing, but the non-verbal communication is such a huge part.
I'm not very good at non-verbal, though. I talk.
That's fine. That's why I've invited you on the podcast, Julie. It's fine.
You won't have no quiet times.
I'm just always like raising an eyebrow or a something or a sly smile. That's everyone may, you might get the impression as to what I'm communicating, but you know, it's always about that non-verbal communication time on the mats as well. One of the things that's kind of coming up for me, I've mentioned it a number of times before, but I grew up dancing from the age of 3. But in more kind of recent times, kind of bachata and Argentine tango and lots of other styles, that if you can kind of feel not the tension, but the push-pull, the movement, and have your eyes closed at the same time, it just gives you a lot more focus to connect with not necessarily pulling on a choke or an arm drag or whatever, but there's an element of focus that all senses, sometimes it's quite overwhelming with someone describing something, you're looking at something, you're having to move. But if you then remove one of those senses, it just becomes a different experience that gives more depth from your learning and kind of, I don't know, positional sparring achievement maybe.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree.
Quieter minds.
I mean, dancing's not my thing. I've got 2 left feet, unfortunately.
But you've got the gymnastics, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I love gymnastics. Although, when my coach there, because we do private lessons there, it's like 4 of us go, my coach said to me before the Worlds, I'm the stiffest person he's ever come across. I think I do all this training, so I must just be like stiff and rigid. But he just said to me, because I'm trying to do back somersaults, and he just said, you're the stiffest person. Like, okay, so I need to floppy up a bit.
Okay. Well, you never know that. I mean, there are lots of different techniques, but sometimes we just need to shake out, don't we? And
exactly.
Kind of, I grew up in the 80s where we were doing all those funny like moves and all the kind of walks and things. But I don't know. It's about being young at heart and living out our youth again, maybe.
Yeah, I don't look at my age as an age anymore. Like I said, when I was 50, I felt a lot older than I do now. And I don't look on my age like that at all now.
Yes.
So keeping fit.
It is, and doing it for as long as possible. So next year at World Masters, double gold. Have you got any vision beyond that?
Well, I'm hoping IBJJF introduce some more masters, because I don't want to be fighting a 60-year-old when I'm 80.
So when I was speaking with BJJ Betty Broadhurst, she was saying that there's a stockpile of Masters athletes, Masters 7. And we complain about the younger Masters, but it's all backing up at Masters 7. So I really do feel like, Masters 8, 9 and 10 should be upon us.
It will be brilliant. And I think that they will be full categories as well in time, because
Yes.
more and more people are taking it on.
Yeah.
Sort of at a later age. I mean, we have, I call it the geriatric class. I shouldn't really, should I? But we have the masters, like the over 50s class there. And I'm not the youngest one there, you know, and like people do want to do it. People want to compete. They want to, well, not necessarily compete, but I do actually think a lot of them will still compete.
Yes.
You know,
I mean, if there's opportunity to test your game against the same weight, same age category, why wouldn't you?
Well, this was the thing. When I competed last year in the Worlds, the thing that I was most looking forward to was finding out how good or how bad I was.
Yeah.
Because I only really trained with people a lot younger than me.
Yes.
You know, and you don't go all out in your own club anyway, do you? So, look, your own academy. So that was quite interesting to, but there's some strong women out there.
Yes, we're working on it, Julie.
Yeah, we need to. That lady that I competed against this year, she was powerful.
Yeah.
She was so strong. And you know what? Until the end, she never kept still until the end. Like,
wow.
She kept going. She tried all the way through. So I take my hat off to her. I'm not sure I'd have wriggled for so long.
I know. Well, it's about lasting out the duration, isn't it? And just keeping going.
Tapping. I wasn't going to be tapped. Didn't want to be tapped. That was my only thing. I thought I'll break my arm first. I'm not
Julie, don't say that.
It was terrible. The worst thing is I almost mean it.
Oh, I know. That's the problem. We don't want to see anyone with any broken bones, but it's that sport. So that's where we are.
Yeah.
Tap or snap, as they say.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fantastic. Right, Julie, this has been a fantastic conversation. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Not really. Just get more ladies on the mats.
Yeah, definitely.
It is actually, I think, I mean, in the short time that I've been doing it, it's increased massively, the amount of women that train.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that train, but older people, I just wish older people would. I have got, that's another thing I was going to say to you, I've got a book coming out. I've written an autobiography.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's coming out hopefully December. I thought it'd be before that, but I've got a few bits that I need to add. Because I want it to, I'm just waiting for the information, but 10% of the proceeds sales will go to Reorg.
Fantastic.
Which is a fantastic charity. And the other one, I can't remember the name of it, and it's my friend's charity.
We will put the links in the show notes, Julie, and a link to your book to anything support. There was one other thing I was going to say. Rather than the G word you mentioned, lots of different promotions I've heard. They're called the masters, over 40s, directors, or legends.
Yes,
which I quite like those phrases actually.
Yes, yeah, me too. Me too.
We have to generate some kind of legends.
You know, when you said G word, I thought, what did I say? I was trying to think of every word I've said beginning with G.
I know. Sorry, Julie. Keep you on your toes. Come on.
I know. What have I said?
Well, I didn't say another letter, and none of that's been said. But it's all good. We will put all of those links in, and remind us where you train, Julie, so that we can maybe book up a session and come and see you.
Well, I train at the Jiu Jitsu Sanctuary in Chelmsford, but if any lady wants to come along and just try a class, I'll give her an hour one-to-one free.
Oh, wow.
So she can try it without any other people there. So
yeah,
if they want to try on their own. But yeah, it's Jiu Jitsu Sanctuary. It's under Gordo, UK.
Fantastic.
So it's
good. I will put those links in. And I think it's really important to invite fellow women that might, might feel quite nervous or anxious or not know what they're letting themselves in for,
Yeah.
to kind of invite them along and make it an easy
You feel
introduction.
vulnerable, don't you, when you get older?
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, when people have that vulnerable side, it's nice to break that with something like this.
Yeah. Yes. So many good things to come from jiu-jitsu, for all of us.
When did you start? You started about the same time as me, didn't you?
November 22, so a little while ago.
Oh, yeah.
But still a lot of learning to do yet, Julie.
Yeah. Yeah. You never stop, do you? Be a black belt, you're still learning.
Well, exactly. I mean, years to come, and slightly more aggression, slightly less vulnerability. That's my balance at the moment. Vulnerability and aggression.
Yeah. No, that's spot on.
Fantastic. Right, Julie, how can people follow your journey if they're not already?
If they can follow me. Sorry about my dog. Hello, sweetheart. He's come to tell you. They can follow me on at Jiu-Jitsu at Jiu_Jitsu_Nanny on Instagram.
Fabulous. Good stuff. And what's your dog's name?
Barney.
Barney.
Oh, Barney Rubble.
We'll say hello to Barney.
Yeah, well, I lost, just a real funny story. I lost my other dog. I said that. Funny story. I lost my dog. I had a Rottweiler and I had her put down in August. And I picked up her ashes a couple of weeks ago and Barney ate them.
Oh.
I was so mad at first, and then I saw the funny side of it, really. So, got a dog within a dog.
Oh, love it. Well, Barney, it's lovely to meet you. And Julie, thank you so much for chatting. I really appreciate it. And sending all love and support for the kind of coming weeks and months. And,
thank you.
Hopefully come and see you soon.
Yeah, and definitely, if I don't see you before, I'll see you at the 27 Worlds.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you very much.
If you've got this far, thank you so much for listening or watching. Let me know who you'd like to see next on the show. I'm always looking for stories, connections, and growth in the sport of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu from around the world. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for telling your friends about this show. And as soon as this episode ends, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Thank you again for listening. Catch you on the next episode of the Jiu Jitsu Lou podcast.